Well, Griffiths, welcome to Breaking Travel News. We're here in the beautiful city of Sanya. How's it been for you? How's the conference so far?
It's been of the usual high quality, actually. The delegations have been very strong, content's been very good, and what I really like is the thought leadership, because we've had some people from outside the industry comment on topics that wouldn't normally come up at a travel and tourism conference, so that's been particularly good.
And one of the topics that was discussed this morning was about connectivity, and you made a statement there, focusing on its growth, or just leave it to the private sector. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, I think it depends on the government, really. We're very, very lucky in Dubai to have a very supportive government that actually facilitates the growth of travel and tourism, because, of course, it's seen and understood throughout the city as an important driver to economic growth and success. 28% of GDP in Dubai coming from travel and tourism. That's $22 billion US. So there's no doubt about the fact that 19% of all jobs depend on travel and tourism for their livelihoods in Dubai. So it's very well understood at all levels, both within government and in the private sector, that it's an incredibly strong enabler of economic growth. Unfortunately, other parts of the world, governments aren't quite so joined up in their thinking, and I believe the travel and tourism agenda suffers as a result. So the industry's got to get better at putting together a much more consolidated view of how travel and tourism supports the economic growth and success of any individual country.
Do you see this growing here in Dubai, the tourism industry?
Most definitely. The projections are huge. I mean, the traffic at the airport topped 66 million during 2013, and we expect that to grow to over 100 million by 2020 with the resultant economic impact that will have. So I think the particular growth of the industry since the 1960s has been about 15.5% a year, and there's no reason to believe, based on our current projections, that that's likely to let up at all.
Is China a key market?
China's absolutely a key market, both in volume terms, and also the spend of Chinese visitors to Dubai is above average. So we see very significant potential growth from those markets, and certainly as the Chinese population becomes more mobile, largely to the increase of the available infrastructure and frequencies between China and other parts of the world, I think that will continue to grow as an important market for Dubai and the UAE.
Currently, there's been a renovation in the airports of Dubai, and flights are being shifted to another airport, the WTTC. How's it going to affect the figures for this year's target?
Well, we've got a reduction of capacity during the runway closure for 80 days starting the 1st of May, but that's been pre-programmed since last April. So everything that has been rescheduled and reprogrammed was done many months ago, so we're not anticipating any difficulty. People just need to check which airport they're departing from before they leave for the airport, but I think that's been very well communicated by airlines, and we're going to be, over the next few weeks, stepping up our communications to ensure that there's absolute clarity with our customers to know exactly what the impact of those works are.
Where are we now in the process and the passenger arrivals in Dubai for Q1?
Q1's looking very promising. The numbers, I think, reflect the growth that we've seen throughout 2013. Many new destinations being added, particularly by Emirates and Fly Dubai. So I think it's onward and upwards for passenger numbers at Dubai airports that we've seen for many years now.